Well, hello everybody, and welcome to Vinyl Treasures. I'm your host, Johnny G, John Galindo, coming to you live each and every, well, not each and every Thursday, every other Thursday here from 2 to, probably going to be till 5 p.m. today with the All 78 show this October 3rd, 2024. Nice, cool day today. Actually, it's 68 and mostly cloudy, it says here on my PC, but I apologize for being late. A couple issues, power outage early this morning for a while, and then about I don't know, the doctor called here, and I went to the doctor on Friday. It's like a well care kind of thing, a checkup. So they called me earlier in the year. I had a blood test done, and they were not happy. They said I was a pre-diabetic with my A1C, whatever it was not good, nor was the cholesterol. So, you know, many of you know that I've been on a Weight Watcher journey here, and I dropped over 30-something pounds, and she called today, and she said that the blood work was excellent, that it was so much better than what it was. So I am now below the pre-diabetic range here, so that's a good thing. The only thing is I can't exercise like I used to. It's better because I am actually more mobile now with the knees because they're not bothering me as much. But I really would like at least to get out there to do some walking, and I think I can. Friday I do a lot of walking, but anyway, it's all good. So that is why I was delayed today. But anyway, thank you all for waiting for me, and thank you all for being here. Got some cool 78s out of my collection. I know many of you are going to enjoy. We opened up with kind of a long record. I got to see the time on this because that was a long one. I don't think Savoy put it on there. But on the September 5th show, the 78 show, I opened up with the jazz and blues saxophonist, band leader, songwriter Paul Williams. I featured his song called Rye Boogie. That was from June of 1950. This is an earlier release. This came out in December of 1957. He recorded this up in Detroit, Michigan on October 6th of 1947. The song was called 3530. Now, I don't know what that means. If maybe you're talking about a figure of some sort, I don't know. But it featured John Lawton on trumpet, Walter Cox on tenor sax, Paul Williams, he was the baritone sax, and T.J. Fowler, he was on the piano there. And Hank Ivory on the bass, and Clarence Stamps on the drums. So we opened up from December of 47, the Paul Williams Sextet on Savoy Records. 3530 is the name of the tune. So what I've done is I was able to kind of get two 78s per year. I think once I get into 54, I think it spreads out. So, but that's how we're going to do it. But first, we're going to start it off with an up-tempo tune, as I normally do with the vocal portion, with this great group out of Philadelphia, first recording as the Revels Quartet on Thomas Robinson's Atlas record label. I wish I had that record on a 45 or 78. I'll take it. But their next stop was Bernie Lowe's Sound label. That in 1956 they had a release called So in Love. Now Bernie would change the label name from Teen to Sound. That's how it went. I have it wrong here. It was first Teen and then it went to Sound. That So in Love is on the Teen label. And then they would change the label to Sound, and the group dropped the quartet and they became the Revels. This was their first of two on the Sound label. And or another way I guess you can look at it, their third overall release for Bernie Lowe, and co-written by the lead singer of the group. His name is Sam Hart. Let's go to 1956. We open up with the Revels on Sound Records. It's called Later, Later, Baby.
Later, later, baby, later, later, baby, later, later, baby, later. So long, baby, later. Why do you have to go? My pretty baby's going to take a trip. Yes, my pretty baby's the same old track. Later, later, baby, later. So long, baby, later. Why do you have to go? I said goodbye, she turned her head. She said, I don't want you, daddy. Go ahead. Later, later, baby, later. So long, baby, later. Why do you have to go? I said, baby, baby, don't you catch that train. Yes, I said, baby, baby, don't you catch that train. She said, I'm leaving, daddy, I can't stand your name. I'll be right here when you get back, waiting at the same old track. Later, later, baby, later. So long, baby, later. Why do you have to go?
Later, baby. There you go. That's a cool rockin' tune to open up the 78 show. 1956, the Revels. The Revels on the Sound record label. That's Sam Hart. He's the lead. Well, he was at least the early lead there with the group. Later, Later, Baby is the name of the tune. You know, we count down the music chronologically here on the 78 show, and let's start it off from way, way back to the fall of 1945. Featured this group's debut single on the last 78 show. It was called 31 Miles for a Nickel. The group formed in New York City back in 1944 and is the first spin-off group of the Ink Spots. Now, tenor Deke Watson was an original member from 1931, but because of disputes with the other members of the Ink Spots, he left to form his own group, and he called them the Brown Dots. And here's the group's third release on Irving Berman's Manor record label out of Newark, New Jersey. It features dual leads on this. I think it's Deke Watson and also Pat Best are doing the leads. November 1945, Where Were You? With Deke Watson and the Brown Dots on the Manor label. It's called Just in Case You Change Your Mind.
Just in case you change your mind, though it takes a year more, I'll be hanging round your door. Just in case you change your mind, for you told me in advance that you would never leave me, but not knowing positively, well, I thought I'd take a chance. Now I'm trying my best to run. What's the matter, kid? But I'm blue as can be. Tell me why. Or just seeing your photograph, it keeps on smiling at me, though my love you have declined, and you're certain we are through, but I'll continue being true, just in case you change your mind, just in case you change your mind. I'll be hanging round your door, hanging round just like I did before. Baby, just in case you change your mind, darling of me. Just in case you change your mind, I'll be banging on your door, and I'll go mop like I did before. Baby, just in case you change your mind.
Woo, there you go. That's going way back, November 1945. Deke Watson and his Brown Dots. That's on the Manor record label. Just in Case You Change Your Mind is the name of the tune. You probably don't hear these records often here. I mean, some collectors do have them. I know Frank Chingaro, he has a big 78 collection with these types of sounds here. But you don't hear these things often, especially live on a broadcast here. So I hope you stick around and listen to some of these tunes. We're going to move through the years gradually here as we go. And we're going to move now to 1946. Actually, this is a request for listener Casey Hines, who really likes the pre-war blues types of things, or kind of these early vocal group styles here at the time, and I think he will be enjoying this, as well as Jack. I want to send this show out to Jack and hope he's tuned into the program. And this is the group's first of two releases that came out on Irving R. Gurwitz's, I think that's how you say that, Diamond record label out of New York City. It's the group's second release. Actually, this group had two releases, I should say, on Diamond. This is their second. They were called the Brooks Brothers, which included Orville Brooks. The other members are unknown, or at least that's what I read they were, or maybe they're known now, I don't know. But the song was written by W.C. Handy and published in September of 1914 and done by so many artists through the years. But let's give a listen to this version as done by the Brooks Brothers, and we'll send it out to Casey Hines, 1946. On the Diamond label, the Brooks Brothers with their rendition of the tune St. Louis Blues.
I hate to see that evening sun go down. I hate to see that evening sun go down, 'cause the girl I love, she done left this town. If I'm feeling tomorrow like I'm feeling today, if I'm feeling tomorrow like I'm feeling today, I'll pack my suitcase, make my getaway. Well, that St. Louis woman with all her diamond rings carries her man around, all around her apron string. If it wasn't for powder and for store-bought hair, that gal of mine couldn't go nowhere, nowhere. I got the St. Louis blues, blue as I can be. You shouldn't do that, you shouldn't do that. My gal got a heart like a rock cast in the sea. You shouldn't do that, you shouldn't do that, or else she wouldn't have gone so far from me. I'm blue, blue as I can be. I'm going way back home to St. Louis where I learned my blues. Bye bye, bye bye, way back home, goodbye, goodbye, bye bye, bye bye.
There you go. What you think of that tune there? That is a cool rendition of the St. Louis Blues. That's going out to Casey Hines in Paris, 1946. The Brook Brothers. The Brook Brothers on Diamond Records. St. Louis Blues is the name of the tune. Now, Orville Brooks, he was also a member of the Jubilaires, then moved to the Golden Gate Quartet in the spring of 1948. He would leave them in 1954 to join Eugene Mumford, who was also an ex-member of the Golden Gate Quartet, and joined Eugene Mumford and formed that new Larks group. Anyway, there you go, 1946. Let's stay in 1946 here, although this group actually started out in 1943 as the Southland Jubilee Singers in Charlotte, North Carolina, and they would move to New York City and change their name to the Four Knights as they started in 1945, appearing on the Arthur Godfrey radio show. A company called Langworth, who would make these transcriptions, which were like, I guess, 4 to 6 songs on each side of an 8-inch disc that were played at 33 1/3 speed, and which were only sold to radio stations at the time, and the Four Knights did a number of those, and then they would sign with Decca Records in 1946, and this was the group's second release for the Decca label. It features Gene Alford on lead, along with the Billy Kyle Trio. We go to November of 1946. Let's give a listen to the Four Knights. The Four Knights on Decca Records. It's called Funny How You Get Along Without Me, the Four Knights.
Funny how you get along without me. You seem to find it easy to do. Don't you know I need your arms about me? Doesn't that mean anything to you? Didn't take you long to find a new love. Didn't take you long to say we're through. Funny how you get along without me, when I can't get along without you. Doesn't that mean anything to you? No, it didn't take you long to find a new love, and it didn't take you long to say we're through. Funny how you get along without me, when I can't get along without you. No, I can't get along without you. Without you.
Yeah, sounds of 1946 here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. That's an early one by the Four Knights with the cool tempo changes and all that. That's the Four Knights there. Gene Alford on lead. That's on the Decca label. Funny how you get along without me. Hopefully you're not getting along good with Johnny G. Again, I started late here on the program, but let's continue here. Let's move into 1947 now as we head out to California for this group. They were, at first, there were two groups on the West Coast with the name the Basin Street Boys. Now, one migrated east, ending up in Philadelphia, that would eventually record as the Red Caps. The other remained on the West Coast. Now, this is the West Coast group, signing with Leon Renee's exclusive label in 1946. First backing up singer Judy Carroll, but this is the group's sixth release on the exclusive record label. I think the lead on this is Ormond Wilson. I think he's on lead, and he also co-wrote the tune. Let's go to May of 1947. Let's give a listen to the Basin Street Boys. This is on exclusive records. It's called Ain't Got No Loot.
Got no loot, my pockets are dry. I feel like I want to cry. Ain't got no loot, lost my chick to boot. I'm in a heck of a fright. Ain't got no loot, I'm busted out flat. What do you think of that? Ain't got no gold that jive you fold. I'm just a bankrupted cat. When I had plenty of money, the chicks all called me honey. Now that my bankroll is so low, they don't knock at my door no more. Ain't got no loot, can't borrow a dime. I'm on no kind of time. Ain't got no loot on my very last suit. Believe I'm about to lose my mind. Ain't got no loot, pockets are dry. Feel like I want to cry. Ain't got no loot, lost my chick to boot. I'm in a heck of a fright. Do I no loot?
Say, Daddy-O, do you know that my old lady haven't brought home no scoomalai yet? No, she hasn't. Haven't been this broke, busted, and disgusted, flapped it in a many a dims and brights. Let me jump out and grab some gold. My room rent's due next week.
When I had plenty of money, chicks all call me honey. Now that my bankroll is so low, they don't knock at my door no more. Ain't got no loot, can't borrow a dime. I'm on no kind of time. Ain't got no loot, lost my chick to boot. I'm in a heck of a fright. I'm in a heck of a fright. Ain't got no loot.
That's May 1947 release there for the Basin Street Boys. Basin Street Boys on the exclusive label. I think that's Ormond Wilson that's doing lead on that. Ain't Got No Loot is the name of the tune. You need some loot to buy some 78s, I should say. If I say 45, you must forgive me because that is embedded in my mind. Just started doing this 78 show. Actually, it's been a while since we've been playing the 78s here for a Thursday afternoon. And I will have a guest collector in studio on the October 17th Thursday afternoon, beginning at 2 p.m. till 5 p.m. Bill O will be here spinning 45s and LPs out of his collection and Gordy Freeman's collection, his third gospel special. So mark that down. It is on my YouTube page. And if you could check that out. Also, if you are watching Johnny G for the first time, please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. This is the second show of the week. I'll be back on Saturday night with the 1950s and early 60s 45s as requested by you, the listeners. So if you have a request, you can send it to me at vinyltreasures@aol.com. That is the contact. Let us continue here. One more in 1947, and this is the, call it the 1947 block, and this one is by the Ravens. First recording for the Hub record label back in 1946, had 3 releases on Hub. Then they signed with National Records in 47 to have 21 releases through February 51, and only their last one came out on a 45, which was Count Every Star, which I do have on a 45, and I do have it on a 78. But let's give a listen to their 5th. It features the great Maith Marshall on lead, and also you're going to hear the bass man of the group come in, and that is Mr. Jimmy Ricks. Here are the Ravens. We're going to send this one out to listener Casey Hines in Paris. I know he likes this record from December 47. The Ravens on National. It's called Fool That I Am.
Fool that I am for falling in love with you. Fool that I am for thinking you love me too. You took my heart, then played the part of little coquette. My dreams just disappeared like the smoke from a lit cigarette.
Fool that I am, for hoping you'd understand,
and thinking you would listen to all I had planned.
but we couldn't see eye to eye. So darling, this is goodbye.
But I still care. Fool that I am. Fool that I am for falling in love with you.
And thinking you'd listen to the things I had planned, but we couldn't see eye to eye. So darling, baby, this is goodbye.
But I still care. Fool that I am.
Wow, that's a great sound there. Great sound of the Ravens there. That's Mate Marshall and Jimmy Ricks. What a great combination they are. December 1947. We'll send that one out to Casey Hines. That's on the National record label. Their fifth release for National, Fool That I Am. I have the weight at a little bit, it's just a tad over 3 ounces on the tone arm. Sometimes you have to, sometimes it's got to be heavier than that. It's to play some of these early sides. Once you get to the shellac, the nice smooth shellac 78s, that they sound, they're so much purer as far as the vinyl goes, or not the vinyl, we'll call it, I don't know, whatever you want to call it, shellac we'll call it, and they play a lot better and clearer. But it's unfortunate with the impurities that they use to manufacture these 78s, at least in the late 1940s, but that's the best you're going to get. You can kind of filter it out. I don't use any filters here. You can filter this out to make it sound better, but you're hearing the authentic sounds here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. Let's continue here. Let's move into 1948 now. This group put together by a professor at Wilberforce University in Ohio. His name was Howard Daniel, who became their mentor and built this group around a brilliant lead singer, the lead voice of tenor Billy Williams, formed in 1930 and first recording for the Decca record label in 1935. In 1938, they signed with Columbia Records and remained with them for about 10 years or so, including their OK subsidiary. They would have about 55 releases or so between the Columbias and between the OKs. Well, here is their 53rd release, and this is actually late in the game for them. And this is a cover tune. This song originally done by Sonny Till and the Orioles. Their version came out in July of 1948 on It's a Natural, which you will hear in the upcoming weeks. But let's give a listen to this rendition by the Charioteers. It features Billy Williams on lead from September 1948. The Charioteers on Columbia, their version of It's Too Soon to Know.
Does she love me? It's too soon to know. Can I believe her when she tells me so? Is she fooling? Is this all a game? Am I the fire or just another flame? Or one-sided love would break my heart. She may be just acting or playing a part. If she don't love me, let her tell me so. I can't hold her if she wants to go, though I'll cry when she's gone. I won't die, I'll live on if it's so. It's too soon, way too soon to know.
Does she love me?
It's too soon to know.
Can I believe her
when she tells me so?
Is she fooling?
Is this all a game?
Am I the fire?
I'm just another flame. Oh, one-sided love would break my heart. She may be just acting or playing a part.
If she don't love me,
then let her tell me so.
I can't hold her.
If she wants to go, oh, I'll cry when she's gone. I won't die, I'll live on. If it's so, it's too soon, way too soon to know.
Cover tunes here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. There you go. Those are the Charioteers, the great Billy Williams on lead. September 1948, doing a cover of Sonny Till and the Orioles, It's Too Soon to Know. That one there on the Columbia record label. Columbia Records, their vinyl was pretty nice for the most part, and they just had a different process. I think they used to put like cardboard in between when they used to press up these records, probably to make them a little bit more durable, I guess. But listen, 78s, unless you got a vinyl press, that's the way you're going to get this. That's the best way to have a 78. That's what I say. And they sound phenomenal. As we continue here on the Vinyl Treasure Show, if you dig what I'm doing, please give me a thumbs up. Tell your friends about it. We do this show every other week. I wish I had the time to do it every week. Maybe that time will come sometime in the future, but not now, unfortunately. But let us continue here. We got one more from the year 1948. Now, this group included tenor Danny Owens, formerly of the Coleman Brothers, baritone Pat Best, bass Jimmy Gordon, and lead singer Jimmy Nabby, recording for Irving Berman's Manor Records out of Newark, New Jersey. This is the group's 13th release for the Manor label. Jimmy Nabby, he's on lead. Let's go to October 1948 for the four tunes on Manor Records. It's called How Can I Make You Believe in Me? The four tunes.
How can I make you believe in me? Is there a chance that once more I'll be the only one in your heart, as I was at the start? Why did we ever have to part? Oh, how can I make you believe I'm blue? Only because I'm in love with you. Please tell me there is still a chance we can start a new romance. How can I make you believe in me? How can I make you believe in me? Is there a chance that once more I'll be the only one in your heart, as I was at the start? Why did we have to part? Oh, how can I make you believe I'm blue? Only because I'm in love with you. Please tell me there is still a chance we can start a new romance. How can I make you believe in me?
There you go. That's the sound of the four tunes. The four tunes on the Manor record label, that actually plays pretty well. A lot of these Manor records, they are rough. They are, and they're clean. They're kind of minty, but they're rough. In how they play, it's unfortunate. October 1948, the Four Tunes, Jimmy Nabby and the Four Tunes on the Manor label, their 13th release from Manor. How Can I Make You Believe Me? We're going to stay with the Manor record label as we move into 1949 now, and how about a twin spin too with the Four Tunes? But this time they're backing up this gal, born Savannah Valentine Roberts in Colfax, Louisiana, but she moved to Brooklyn, New York with her family. First recording for Joe Davis's Beacon Records in 1942. I think that 78 is in the batch I have, so stay tuned for that one in the future. Now, she would be backed up by a group called the Striders, but she was also backed up by the Four Tunes, collaborating on about 24 songs or so with her, and this is one of them, a tune written by Gerald Marks and Seymour Simons, first performed back in 1931 by Belly Baker over the radio in a public performance, and then first recorded, I think, recorded by actress Ruth Etting back in 1931. But let's give a listen to this version here on the Manor label by Savannah Churchill. Savannah Churchill and the Four Tunes. I'll send this one out to Casey Hines. He likes this tune also, from February 1949 on Manor Records. Savannah Churchill and the Four Tunes, and her rendition of the tune All of Me.
All of me, why not take all of me? Can't you see I'm no good without you? Take my lips, I want to lose them. Take my arms, I'll never use them. Your goodbyes left me with eyes that cry. How can I go on, dear, without you? You took the part that once was my heart, so why not take all of me?
All of me, baby. Why not take all of me? Can't you see I'm no good without you, without you? So take my lips, my ruby lips. I want to lose them. And take my arms, or I'll never use them. So your goodbye, honey, left me with eyes that cry, that cry. How can I go on, dear, without you, without you?
Say you took the part that once was my heart, so why not? Why not?
Why not take all of me?
Yeah, those are the Four Tunes backing up Savannah Churchill, February 1949 release on the Manor record label. All of Me is the name of the tune. Johnny G giving you all of my 78s here on a Thursday afternoon. Hope you're digging on the tunes. If you are, please give me a thumbs up, and please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. Tell your friends about it too. Let's move into the year 1950 now. We go to Jerry Blaine's Jubilee record label for this quartet. They had two releases on the Jubilee record label. This is their first, written by the lead singer. His name was Billy Matthews. The group is called the Balladeers. The Balladeers, we go to February 1950, Jubilee Records. The Balladeers with their tune, it's called It Ain't Right.
It ain't right,
It ain't right,
no, not right.
not right, loving you the way I do.
It ain't right,
It ain't right,
no, not right.
not right,
To look around for someone new.
look for someone new.
Hey, baby, why can't you love me too?
What? What?
It ain't wrong,
It ain't wrong,
no, not wrong.
not wrong,
To
have a good man hanging round.
It ain't wrong,
It ain't wrong,
no, not wrong.
not wrong,
To have the man who's sometimes down.
sometimes down.
Hey, pretty mama, tell me now how you sound. You keep me waiting on the outside like a fool who has lost his mind. Don't you know I've been on the inside, baby, and I want to tell you that this man's not blind. It ain't right,
It ain't right,
no, not right,
not right,
for me to find you in the wrong. It ain't
it
right,
ain't right,
no, not right.
not right,
It's right to sing a different song. It ain't right, baby.
well, so long.
You know you keep me waiting on the outside like a fool who's lost his mind.
Well, baby, I've been on the inside. Don't you know this man's not blind? It ain't right,
It ain't right,
no, not right.
not right, for me to find you in the wrong.
It ain't right,
It ain't right,
no, not right.
not right,
It's night to sing a different song. It ain't right, baby. Each night, baby. You're so wrong, baby.
well, so long.
There you go. Those are the Balladeers. The Balladeers from February 1950. That's on Jerry Blaine's Jubilee record label. That's Billy Matthews on lead there. It Ain't Right is the name of the tune. Now, after their second release, singer Billy Matthews had a solo release on the Jubilee record label, and the group also backed up Cliff Ayres on a release on the Jubilee record label. Johnny G here on a Thursday afternoon as we continue here. We are in the year 1950, and let's go with this group from New York formed by Henry Oliver Ollie Jones, I guess, first recording for the National record label in October of 1949, but they would sign with Decca Records in 1950. They had 8 releases on the Decca label. Let's give a listen to their first. And at this time, the group included Tommy Adams, Ernie Brown, Abel DaCosta, James DeLoach, and the lead singer on this. His name is Ollie Jones. We go to May of 1950. Let's give a listen to the Blenders. The Blenders on Decca Records. It's called Honeysuckle Rose. The Blenders.
Every honeybee fills with jealousy when they see you out with me. I don't blame them, goodness knows. Honeysuckle rose. And when you're passing by, flowers droop and sigh. And I know the reason why. Your perfection, goodness knows. Honeysuckle rose. Well, I don't need no sugar. All you've got to do is touch my cup, 'cause baby, you're my sugar. And it's oh so sweet when you stir it up. When I'm taking sips from your tasty lips, ooh, the honey fairly drips. You're the greatest, goodness knows. Honeysuckle rose.
Well, I don't need no sugar. All you got to do is touch my cup, 'cause baby, you're my sugar. It's so, so sweet when you stir it up.
Oh, when I'm taking sips from your tasty lips, ooh, the honey fairly drips and drips and drips, and baby, goodness knows, you're my honeysuckle rose. 'Cause you are the sweetest honeysuckle rose.
Yeah, that's the first of 7 for the Blenders. The Blenders on the Decca record label, Honeysuckle Rose. That one there from May of 1950. That's Ollie Jones on lead. You know, if I was giving a class at a university, I would love to give a class, a musical class, where we could dissect the records and go into the lyrics as probably what they were meaning. But that's a cool tune, and it sounds so good on a Decca promo. I'm telling you, got to get your records on the promo. They had other releases followed on the MGM and the JD record label, and they also recorded on Joe Davis's Davis label as the Millionaires. Johnny G here on a Thursday. Hope you're liking these tunes here. We are in the year 1950. Let's stay in New York, this time with a group that included Joseph Floyd, Thomas Hines, J.C. Ginyard, and Jimmy Smith. Collectively, they were known as the Dixieaires. They recorded for a number of different labels during their career, but in 1950 they signed with Bob and Morty Shadd's Sittin' In With label, and this was their first of 7 on the Sittin' In record label. Let's go to 1950 for the Dixieaires. The Dixieaires and their tune, it's one word. It's called Pray.
Got to pray, my brother, when the spirit hits you. Got to sing and shout, or the devil will get you. Got to clap glad hands and shout, hey, hey, if you want to get into the pearly gates. You got to pray and pray and pray and pray.
Old Gable gonna blow his trumpet one day.
Pray when you're feeling low, when the ill wind blows. Don't forget to pray. Pray when you go to bed for your daily bread. Don't forget to pray.
You can't awake
to a beautiful morning. When you got trouble, remember this morning and pray until judgment day. Got the devil to pay. If you never open up the good book, find Psalms 23. Brothers and sisters, won't you listen to me? You better get ready.
Oh, pray when you feeling low.
Get on your bended knees.
When the ill winds blow.
Turn to the Lord and
Don't forget to pray.
Free from all evil. Chase the devil.
Oh, pray when you go to bed.
If you got lots of
for your daily bread.
Turn to the Lord and you'll
Don't
get good
forget to pray.
that will cure your blues.
You can't awake to a beautiful morning.
The sun again.
When you got trouble,
have your bread and your board.
this
You'll have fun again.
and pray until judgment day.
Say the word after me.
Got the devil to pay.
Lord, he'll set you free if you'll only pray.
Yeah, called the Dixieaires. Can we consider that a gospel tune? I don't know. It's a jump record. Maybe we can. Bill Obe will be here with his third gospel special on October 17th. I'll have to ask Bill. That one there from 1950, those are the Dixieaires on the Sittin' In With label. Their first of 7 called Pray. As we continue here on the Vinyl Treasure Show, let's move into 1951 now with a request for listener Casey Hines. This group out of Los Angeles, California, first recording for the Commodore record label, which was a subsidiary of Decca Records, and that was back in 1947. Then in 1949, 3 more releases on the Ivory label. They would sign with Columbia in 1951 for 1 release, then 3 that came out on the subsidiary OK record label. Let's give a listen to their second. It features Al Russell on lead, and this is a song he wrote. We're going to send this one out to listener Casey Hines, October 51. Al Russell and the Do, what is it, the Do Re Mi Trio? I think, as I can't see. Yes. Trio didn't come out on my book, and the Do Re Mi Trio, it's on OK Records. It's called I Couldn't Help It. The Do Re Mi Trio with Al Russell on lead.
I couldn't help it when I fell in love with you. I must admit it. There was nothing I could do. Cried my heart out, but what good does it do? Each time I go out, you with somebody new. I couldn't help it. Should have tried to resist, but still I didn't. I've always wanted your kiss. Now it's over. Should have known from the start. I fell in love and now it's breaking my heart. there was nothing I could do. Cried my heart out, but what good does it do? Each time I go out, you with somebody new. I couldn't help it. Should have tried to resist, but still I didn't. I've always wanted your kiss, but now it's over. Should have known from the start. I fell in love and now it's breaking my heart. I fell in love and now it's breaking my heart.
There you go. That's going out to Casey Hines. That's Al Russell and the Do Re Mi Trio from October 51. It's on the OK record banner. I Couldn't Help It is the name of the tune. That's their second release on the OK record label. Let us continue here. In 1951, this group from Indianapolis, Indiana, was one of the most popular and influential singing groups of all time. Where'd I see that? Write that. But they were called the Ink Spots. They signed with Decca Records back in 1936. Now get this. If you collect this group, they had 114 releases through 1961 just on the Decca label. So you better have a lot of space in your shelves for this group. And here is their 98th release. Now this song is from a motion picture from the 20th Century Fox picture, if anybody ever saw it, A Millionaire for is it Christie, I think? I wrote this down wrong. What did I do? Let me see. I put a post on my Facebook. A Millionaire for Christie. I never saw the movie. Maybe somebody out there did, but originally was done in 1932, this song by Bing Crosby, who wrote the song together with Victor Young and Ned Washington. Let's give a listen, though, to this version as done by the Ink Spots. It features Bill Kenny on lead from September 51. The Ink Spots on the Decca label, and their rendition of the tune, I Don't Stand a Ghost of a Chance with You, the Ink Spots.
I need your love so badly. I love you oh so madly. But I don't stand a ghost of a chance with you. I thought at last I'd found you, but other loves surround you. And I don't stand a ghost of a chance with you. If you'd surrender just for a tender kiss or two, you might discover that I'm the lover meant for you, and I'd be true. But what's the good of scheming? I know I must be dreaming, for I don't stand a ghost of a chance with you. But what's the good of scheming? I know I must be dreaming, for I don't stand a ghost of a chance with you.
There you go, the sound of the Ink Spots here on the Vinyl Treasure Show from September 1951. Their rendition of the tune, I Don't Stand a Ghost of a Chance. That's Bill Kenny on lead. That's on the Decca record label. Again, you need a lot of space for the Ink Spots if you collect those records, both on 45 and 78. Johnny G is your disc jockey for a Thursday afternoon. Tea time here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. Let's continue here as we move into 1952 now. For this group, they would have 21 releases on Sid Nathan's Federal record label between the years December of 1950 and September of 1957. Let's give a listen to their 11th tune, written by Billy Ward and Rose Ann Marks. They wrote a lot for the group here. Of course, Billy Ward, he was, I guess we can say, the lead, not the lead singer, but the lead of the group. And I'm talking about Billy Ward and his Dominoes. Now, this features Jimmy Oliver on lead. Let's go to October of 1952 for Billy Ward and his Dominoes on Sid Nathan's Federal record label. The song is called I'm Lonely.
Came dawn, you were gone. Never thought we'd part. I'm lonely, sweetheart. And now, still somehow, I can hear you say, I'll come back, I'll come back someday. Oh, I'll come back, I'll come back someday. My love isn't waning, it's just that I am blue. Honey, all that is beautiful reminds me of you. Oh, I miss your sweet kiss. My heart has no light. I'm lonely, so lonely tonight. Oh, I'm lonely, so lonely, baby, tonight. My love isn't waiting, it's just that I am blue. All that is beautiful reminds me of you. Oh, I miss your sweet kiss. My heart has no light. I'm lonely, so lonely tonight. Oh, I'm lonely, so lonely.
That's October 1952 release for Billy Ward and his Dominoes. It's on the Federal record banner, Sid Nathan's Federal Records. I'm Lonely is the name of the tune. That's Jimmy Oliver on lead. Now, Jimmy only did lead on 2 of their songs. The other one was, I think, the release prior to this, a song called No Room. But there you go, October 1952. Let's move into 1953 now. We head to Harlem, New York, to Lee Magid and Larry Newton's Central Records out of New York City. And it's a female lead with male backing. The group included James Cook, second tenor, George Daniels, bass, Alfred Todman, first tenor, and lead singer Vicki Burgess. This is their debut single, their first of 2 on the Central record label. This is a little rough. I bought this a long time ago before I had the 45 from Spence Wooten. Let's go to April of 1953 for the Charmers. Vicki Burgess and the Charmers on the Central label. The song is called The Beating of My Heart. The Charmers.
Da, 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 ooh. La do do da do day. La do do day. La do do da do day. La do do day.
As I look in your eyes, then suddenly I realize you're the beating of my heart.
You're the beat of my heart.
When our hearts first met, beating out like the ripples on a stream, you're the beating of my heart.
You're the beat of my heart.
As our lips stole a kiss, I didn't know, yes, that love was like this.
You're the beating of my heart.
You're the beat of my heart.
As our story ends, my love for you is still burning yet.
You're the beating of my heart.
You're the beat of my heart. You're the beat of my heart.
That's a rough one there. The April 1953 release there for the Charmers. Those are the Charmers, their first of 2 on the Central record label, The Beating of My Heart, featuring Vicki Burgess on lead. She also does lead on the second release, Tony My Darling, which I have on a 45. I don't have the 78. And Vicki, of course, would later become the lead singer of the Joy Tones, recording for George Goldner's Rama record label. I think I got a beat copy of their first release on Rama, but it is beat, I have to say. Johnny G here on a Thursday afternoon. If you're new to the program, please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel as we continue here on the Vinyltreasure Show. We are in the year 1953. Now, after J.C. Ginyard left the Dixieaires, which I featured earlier in the program, he would form another group in 1952, which included a Willie Ray, he was tenor and baritone, Harvey Ray, baritone and tenor, and Eddie Hershaw on the bass. Collectively, they were known as the Dewdroppers. Now, their debut single on Bobby and Danny Robinson's Red Robin record label was an answer song to the Dominoes' 60-Minute Man. It was called Can't Do 60 No More, which featured the bass of Eddie Harshaw. But he would leave, I think, about after 5 months or so, and was replaced by Big Bob Cornegay. And the group would leave Red Robin, though, in early 1953 to sign with RCA Records. Now, to combat those first couple of releases for RCA, Bobby Robinson would release another single that he had in the can that the group recorded, and which recorded sometime in 1952, a tune written by the bass Bob Cornegay and J.C. Ginyard. Let's go to May of 1953. This is the second on Red Robin for the Dewdroppers. The song is called Go Back.
Go back,
Way back,
I don't want you no more. Go back,
get out.
I don't want you no more. Go back,
Way back,
I don't want you no more. Go back,
way back.
I don't want you no more. I got another baby, that's for sure. I don't want you no more. You used to fuss and fight, stay out all night. Everything I said, there was nothing never right. Now I'm closing my door in your face. You better go back round there and try to find another place, because I got another baby, that's for sure. I don't want you no more. Go back, go back,
Go back, go back.
go back, go back,
Way back,
go back, go back,
way back.
go back, go back.
Get out my house.
Because I got another baby, that's for sure. I don't want you no more. Go back, go back,
Won't you no more?
go back, go back,
Way back,
go back, go back,
get out of my house.
go back, go back.
Way back,
Because I got another baby, that's for sure. I don't want you no more. She never argues, she never fuss or fight. Sings me love songs every night. Takes a comb,
yeah,
she combs my hair. Cook my breakfast,
will.
serve it to me in bed. I know she loves me, treats me right. I don't want you no more. Go back, go back,
Don't want you no more.
go back, go back,
Ain't gonna have you no more.
go back, go back,
No more.
go back, go back.
Get out my house.
I got another baby, that's for sure. I don't want you no more.
Will.
I got another baby, that's for sure. I don't want you no more.
Yeah,
I got another baby,
will.
that's for sure. I don't want you no more.
See how the music's starting to change from those early sides from the mid-1940s. Here we go. This is May 1953, in just a short period of time as the music is evolving. Those are the great Dewdroppers. Their second release on the Red Robin record label, Go Back, is the name of the tune, as we do go back not every Thursday, every other Thursday here on a Thursday afternoon for these 78s. Let's move into 1954 now with this group from Baltimore, Maryland, and they were known as the Swallows, first recording for Sid Nathan's King record label. Their contract would end sometime in April of 1953, but Sid Nathan and his King Records continued to put out releases, but featured Junior Denby. I think he left the group, he went into the service and came back, and he continued to record with some studio group as the Swallows, but their manager at the time, Russell Dorsey, got them a one-shot deal with Flap Hanford's After Hours label in Harlem, New York. And at that time, the group included Eddie Rich, D. Ernie Bailey, Irving Turner, Money Johnson, Al France, and Earl Hurley, who wrote this tune and is doing lead on this side. Let's go to July of 1954 for the Swallows. It's on the After Hours label. The song is called My Baby.
My baby, tell me you love me. Tell me you love me the way I love you. Baby, I love you madly. I'll take you gladly if you say you love me too. Last night I dreamt I kissed you, and I held you in my arms, oh so tight, my baby. Why don't you come back home? My eyes are crying, oh crying, oh crying day. And I thank the Lord for sending me your love. My baby, you know I love you so. I did.
As July 1954 release there by the Swallows. The Swallows will send that one out to Jack in New Jersey. The Swallows, that's with Earl Hurley on lead. He wrote the tune. It's on the After Hours record label. It's called My Baby. I like that record a lot. Yes, I do. Johnny G here on a Thursday. We are in the year 1954. I got some flip sides from the last 78 show as we are in the 1954 block. Let's go to the Bronx, New York for this group. The Chords played the B-side to their second release on the Atlantic subsidiary Cat Records, and the song was called Bless You for Being an Angel. But this is the A-side of the 78, written by the lead singer. His name is Carl Feaster. We go to September of 1954. These are the Chords. The Chords on the Cat label. The song is called Zippity Zum, and in parentheses it says, I'm in love. The Chords.
A zippity zoom, a zoom, a zoom, a zoom, a zippity zoom, a zoom, a zoom, a zoom. Bow, bow, bow.
Oh, we bop
hop. I'm as happy as I can be. Whoa, boom, boom, and zippity zoom. Love is sweet, love is grand, it works wonderfully. Bow, bow, whoa, we bop and skippity hop. I'll never be a millionaire. Whoa, boom, boom, and zippity zoom. I'm in love, I'm in love, I'm in love. I don't care.
Silver and gold you can have, all the world will be at your feet. But the heart is much richer, for love you cannot beat.
Oh, we bop and skippity hop. I'll never be a millionaire. Whoa, boom, boom, and zippity zoom. I'm in love, I'm in love, I'm in love, I'm in love, I don't care. I'm in love, I'm in love, I'm in love, I'm in love, I'm in love. Zoom, zoom, zoom. Oh, we bop and skippity hop. I'll never be a millionaire. Whoa, boom, boom, and zippity zoom. I'm in love, I'm in love, I'm in love. I don't care.
That's Carl Feaster and the Chords there. That's their follow-up to Shaboom. That one there, September 1954. That's on Cat Records. Zippity Zum, I'm in Love is the name of the tune. And for you collectors out there, featured the true first press of this as the Chords. Of course, they were forced to change their name because of an already established group called the Chords. And they changed their name to the Chord Cats. I think they would even change their name again to the Shabooms later on. But anyway, let us continue here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. I wish I could have every 78 in mint condition, even without the pops. But you know what? That is an impossibility. So, but I do have a lot of 78s that sound really good that people should comment on versus the negative, I say. But let us continue here in 1954 with another flip side. This time for listener Mark Langdale in Australia. He asked for the flip side of the Ann Cole 78 I played a couple of weeks ago. I featured her first of four on High Siegel's Timely Records, her rendition of the tune Danny Boy, an old Irish tune dating back to 1913. Now, the flip side is another old tune that dates back to 1919, written by Arthur A. Penn, and it's with Howard Biggs and his orchestra. We'll send this one out to Mark Langdale in Australia. Let's go to April 1954 for Ann Cole. Ann Cole on the Timely label. It's called Smilin' Thru.
There's a little brown road winding over the hill to a little white cot by the sea. There's a little green gate at whose trail is sideways, while two eyes of blue still smiling through at me. And if ever I'm left I shall wait for your call so patiently. But if heaven be kind, I shall wait there to find those two eyes of blue still smiling through at me. Of blue kept smiling through at me. Those two eyes of blue still smiling through at me.
That's going out to Mark Langdale in Australia. That's Ann Cole. Ann Cole, her first of four on the Timely record label, April 1954. Smilin' Through is the name of the tune. I had that in the box. I have a nice mint copy on a 45 in the box, as I do of this next record, which is a rare one by this group out of Cincinnati, Ohio. Up next, a group called the Crystals. I played the flip side of this on the last 78 show. This group out of Cincinnati, Ohio, as we go to Sid Nathan's Deluxe Records, played the side My Love for their second of three on the Deluxe label. Let's give a listen to the flip side here. A tune written by Lorenzo Law. This one from February 1954. The Crystals on Deluxe Records. It's called Have Faith in Me.
Faith in me, I'm waiting, waiting to hear that you love me. I love thee, darling, have faith in me. I'm just like a bird wandering in a cage, hoping to find love to set me free. My heart just like a cloud up in the skies that cries all night. Oh, hurry on home to me. Say that you love, and I will love thee, darling. Have faith in me.
My heart is like a bird wandering in a cage, trying to find love to set me free. My heart is like a cloud way up in the sky
that cries all night. Oh, hurry on home to me. Say that you love, and I will love thee, darling. Have faith in me.
Ooh, Almost got caught here. There you go. I like that side there. Those are the Crystals there, February 1954. It's on Sid Nathan's Deluxe Records. That's their second of 3 for the Deluxe label, Have Faith in Me. Really a hard record to find on Deluxe Records. I was thankful that I found a nice clean copy on a 45. Have this one on the 45 too, but it doesn't play as clean as the 78s as we go to this group from Gary, Indiana. Had 2 releases on Leonard Allen's United Records out of Chicago, Illinois. Now, this is their second release, which I mentioned plays better on the 78. Now, the lead singer for the group, his name was Clarence Anderson, who sang on both sides of their first release, another great tune called Tell Me, backed with Woo Wee Baby. But he was scheduled to do lead on this side too, and initially recorded this, but Leonard Allen didn't like it, so he asked the composer of the song to come in and sing it with the group backing him up, and his name was Miller Robinson. He was not a member of the group, so that's an odd thing that happened. But they put it out this way, and the group was called the 5 C's. Let's go to June of 1954, the 5 C's on United Records. It's called My Heart's Got the Blues.
I can't go on without you. Can't see this life through. Don't know what to do. My heart's got those blues because of you.
Because of you,
I always dream about you, I scheme about you, but that's nothing new. My heart's got those blues because of you. I try to forget that you've gone away, making believe you'll come back someday. I try to, I can't play the time, but I end up acting like a clown. If I should lie about you, cry about you, what good would it do? My heart's got those blues because of you. I try to forget that you've gone away, making believe you'll come back someday. I try to, I can't play the town, but I end up acting like a clown. If I should lie about you, cry about you, what good would it do? My heart's got those blues because of you.
As June 1954 release there for the 5 C's. That's their second release on Leonard Allen's United record label, My Heart's Got the Blues, and that's with Millard Robinson on lead, who wrote the tune. Now, there is a version done by the original lead of the group, Clarence Anderson. I think it's available, though, only on a CD, so if you have that CD, I don't know what it is. Maybe it's called The Best of United, I don't know, but I probably have it, because I got a whole bunch of George Tompkins CDs that his wife Louise gave me, though. But anyway, let us continue here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. We are in the 1954 block, one more from the year 1954, and it's a flip side from the last 78 show by this great group out of Washington, D.C. I featured their 9th of 22 releases for Atlantic Records, and the last time I played Lovey Dovey, it featured Charlie White on lead. He's also doing lead on the flip side, and this side also almost did as well as Lovey Dovey, which was a number 2 on the Billboard R&B. This side was a number 4 on the Billboard R&B. Let's go to February 1954. The Clovers on Atlantic Records, and their tune is called Little Mama.
Little mama, I took your loving, but I wasn't true to you. Little mama, I took your loving, but I wasn't true to you. Now you're leaving, little mama, I can't blame you if you do. Little mama, I lied. Yes, I lied. Lied all along. All along. Little mama, I lied. Well, I lied all along. All along. Playing around, little mama. Yes, and I did you mighty wrong. Mighty wrong. Little mama, I told your good friends, told your sister Mary too. Little mama, I told your good friends, told your sister Mary too, that all I ever wanted was to get your gold from you. Little mama, I'm sorry. Yes, I'm sorry. Sorry to my heart. To my heart. Little mama, I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry to my heart. To my heart. I had the best intentions. Best baby, right from the start. From the start.
Boom, 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 de boom, 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 de boom, 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 de boom.
Little mama, I'm gonna miss you when you put me on the shelf. Little mama, I'm gonna miss you when you put me on the shelf. Ain't nothing I can tell you you didn't find out yourself. Little mama, I love you. Little mama, I love you. Little mama, I love you. Little mama, I miss you. Little mama, I don't want nobody but you.
As February 1954 release there for the Clovers on Atlantic. That is their 9th release, Little Mama. That's with Charlie White on lead. I think he left the group by the time this record was released. He was working with his new group, the Playboys, I think, on the Cat record label. Johnny G here, spinning my 78s. We do it every couple weeks here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. I hope you're enjoying this afternoon as we continue now and we move into 1955. We go back to Detroit, Michigan to Monroe Horn's Your Copy record label. Now, Monroe Horn owned a record store called Horn's Record Shop, and that was at 1135 Westminster Avenue in downtown Detroit. Now, he had a recording studio there, and which really wasn't the greatest with the acoustics there, so the sound quality isn't really the greatest, but we'll see how it sounds on a 78 versus the 45. And it's the group's second release for the label. It features Clarence Smith on lead. It's with the bass liners are providing the instrumentation. Let's go to March of 1955 and give a listen to the Fascinators. The Fascinators on Your Copy. It's called My Beauty, My Own. The Fascinators.
Stars in the sky, no longer are we alone. I love you, my beauty, my own. Two lips pressed together, rapture fills the air. My heart's now contented because you are there.
Romance is found no longer to roam.
I love you, my beauty, my own.
It's heaven to be near you, paradise to hear you whisper your words of love.
Pleasantly scanning the twinkling of stars above.
As we kiss goodnight, and you have stole my heart, the evening breeze blows tenderly as tulips softly part.
Sweet caressing, I hope I'm my beauty,
my beauty,
my beauty,
my own.
That sounds great on a 78. I got to tell you, a lot better than the 45. There you go, from March 1955, the Fascinators there. That's Clarence Smith on lead. That's on Your Copy Records. It's called My Beauty, My Own. Let us continue here in the year 1955. And this is a female R&B singer originally from Raleigh, North Carolina. She moved to Rahway, New Jersey, and after winning a number of talent shows, band leader Paul Farano hired her to sing and play guitar at his nightclub. It was called the Palace Blue Room. And one night, Morty Shad, he was the owner of Harlem Records, was in the audience, and he liked what he heard, and the result was this release. He would that came out on his Harlem record label. Now, he would have a group called the Concords back her up on this, and of course the Concords had an earlier release, a great tune on the Harlem label called Candlelight. It features the great Milton Love Onley. That is, I don't have that on a 7. I might have it. I might have it on a 78. I'm not sure. I'll have to check in my old stash. But anyway, her name was Pearl Reeves. So let's go to April of 1955. Let's give a listen to Pearl Reeves and the Concords on the Harlem record label. It's called You Can't Stay Here.
Step it up and go. 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 Well, you can't stay here. I swear you got to step it up and go. Well, I've got a man. He's little and low. He used to love me, but he don't no more. You got to step it up and go. You got to step it up and go. Well, you can't stay here. I swear you got to step it up and go. Every time you go out, you stay all night. When you come home, we got to fuss and fight. You got to step it up and go. You got to step it up and go. Well, you can't stay here, I swear. You got to step it up and go. I won't have a man, don't stay at home. How can you love me when you're always gone? You got to step it up and go. You got to step it up and go. Well, you can't stay here, I swear. You got to step it up and go. Come home, I'll find a clue. This time you got lipstick on you. You got to step it up and go. Step it up and go. You got to step it up and go. Step it up and go. Well, you can't stay here, I swear. You got to step it up and go. Well, I'll pack your trunk, your suitcase too. Goodbye, baby, I'm through with you. You got to step it up and go. You got to step it up and go. Well, you can't stay here, I swear. You got to step it up and go. 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 No, no, baby. Step it up and go. No, no, honey. Step it up and go. Step it up and go. Step it up and go. No, no, baby. Step it up and go. Step it up and go.
So Rockin' Ed says that tune first done by Tommy McLennan in 1941. Actually, a bunch of people recorded that. You know, that sounds like Big Dave. That sounds like Jimmy Wright on the saxophone there. That's what it sounded like. But there you go. April 1955, Pearl Reeves and the Concords on the Harlem record label. You Can't Stay Here is the name of the tune. Now, Pearl would eventually marry band leader Paul Ferrano, and in the early 1960s, they would establish a label called Pearl's Fair, or Pearl's Far, something like that, which I have played some of those releases on my Soul Show on a Wednesday evening. Those of you that were, you may have noticed that on the Saturday night show, I played Dinah Shore and the Mellow Men. I played, she does a great rendition of the song Again. And the show was blocked here in the United States. All other countries could see that show except the United States. Doris Day is an issue with her songs being played, especially on YouTube, who are very strict with that. So, unfortunately, I will not be able to feature Doris Day on the program. The sad thing about it is, I could remove the song easily, but erase the chat, and that's the problem. The chat disappears. I'll take the songs off. Don't just let me know. Sometimes they don't let me do that. Hopefully, I didn't see the copyright police today. Not yet, but let us continue here. And we are in the year 1955. Now, on the August 24th Saturday night show, I filled a request for listener Record Hound, a.k.a. Darren, in our YouTube chat room. He requested this group that formed at Inglewood High School in Chicago, talking about the Dorados, featured their 4th of 11 on Vivian Carter's VJ record label called I'll Be Forever Loving You. But that was on a 45. And it was their follow-up to their biggest hit, At My Front Door. Well, let's give a spin to the flip side of that, this time on a 78. It's a great ballad, again, with Perkle Lee Moses on lead. This is with Al Smith and his orchestra. We go to November of 1955. The Dorados on VJ Records. It's called I Began to Realize.
I stood in the chapel with my head bowed down to give thanks to the Lord for the comfort I found. I thank you, oh Lord, for a mother so kind and true, and a father too. As I stood in the chapel, I began to realize, what I never did before. I never gave myself to you. Bum, 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 bum,
I gave my soul to him.
As I stood in the chapel, I began to realize, what I never did before. I never gave myself to you. Bum, 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 bum.
Wow, it sounds so much better on a 78. There you go, November 1955. That's Perkle Lee Moses and the Dorados on Vivian Carter's VJ record label. And their 4th of 11 for VJ, I Began to Realize, is the name of the tune. I began to realize that some of these 78s sound much better than their 45 counterparts, which are much easy to handle and store. The 78s are a pain to store. They are. Let us continue in the year 1955 with another flip side from the last 78 show. It was a request for listener Amnon, this flip side, and I think Big Dave Swinger, I think you asked for the flip side of this if I'm not mistaken, featured the 5 Notes, a group out of Philadelphia, with the second press of their single on the Josie label, You Are So Beautiful, which was first issued on the Gendy label, which plays pretty nice because it's an RCA press, but the Josie 45 does not. But here's the flip side, again with the Hamiltones providing the instrumentation from October 1955. We'll send it out to Amnon and Big Dave. The 5 notes on the Josie label, it's a B-side. It's called Broken Hearted Baby.
Oh, is them very cruel. Now let me tell you, mama, oh, that daddy doesn't fool. I'm a broken-hearted baby going to town. Well, I love 'em and I'd leave 'em without a single care. I'd love 'em and I'd grieve 'em, oh, give 'em all they have. I'm a broken-hearted baby going to town. I used to be so true, dignity this bound, but what's the use being true when Cupid isn't fair? Oh, had loving mama went off a home spree. Oh, took another daddy, little digging me. I'm a broken-hearted baby going to town.
So good and true, with dignity to spare.
What's the use of being true
when Cupid isn't fair?
Oh, had a loving mama went off a home spree. Oh, took another daddy, little digging me. I'm a broken-hearted baby going to town.
That's October 55 release there for the 5 notes. 5 notes with the Hamiltones on Jerry Blaine's Josie record label. That's the flip side of You Are So Beautiful, song entitled Broken Hearted Baby. We'll send it out to Big Dave Swinger and also to Amnon. We move into 1956 now with the flip side from the last 78 show. Actually, I opened the vocal portion with the Rainbows on that show a couple weeks ago. This group out of Washington, D.C. was on Cecil Steen's Pilgrim record label, and the tune was called Shirley. It featured Ronald Miles on lead. The flip is an excellent ballad. It features dual leads. That's Don Covey and John Berry. Let's go to June of 1956. Give a listen to the Rainbows on Pilgrim Records. The song, it's one word. It's called Stay.
I want you to stay. Don't ever go away. I want you to stay forevermore. I want you to say you're never. Oh, you know that I
sweethearts may come, and sweethearts may go. For you are the only girl I know, rich night and day. I just want you to say you'll never go, for you know I'm loving you. If only you would stay, stay. Blue-doo-doo, blue-doo-doo. I just want you to say you'll never go, for you know that I love you so. If only you would stay, stay.
B-sides here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. There you go, the Rainbows. The Rainbows, Don Covey and John Berry on lead. That's June 1956. A song entitled Stay, that's on Cecil Steen's Pilgrim Records. Interesting thing, they make their 78s better than they do their 45s. Their 45s are crappy. They use the cheapest way to make their records, but the 78s, nice heavy vinyl that plays really, really nice is what it does. There you go. It sounds better on the 78. Johnny G here. Looks like we're gonna finish at a decent time here because we still have a couple more from the year 1956. Let's go back to the Brooklyn, New York now for this next group. It's their debut single. It also kicked off Jack and William Angel's Neil record label. The group included Carl Williams first tenor, James Strait second tenor, Luther Morton baritone, Bootsy Aaron Brodnick the bass, and the lead singer Ronnie Watson. Collectively they were known as the Young Lads. A tune written by Les Cooper. He was previously a member of the Empires, a group that recorded for the Harlem, Wing, and Mercury labels. I think they also recorded for Whirling Disc, and on Mercury as the Prestos and Whirling Disc as the Whirlers. And of course he would later have a big instrumental hit in 1962 called Wiggle Wobble. He wrote this tune for the group, actually both sides of the 78. From August 56, let's give a listen to the Young Lads. Kitty Leeds here on the Vinyl Treasure Show on the Neil label. The song is called I'm in Love, the Young Lads.
I'm in love with you, baby. You're the cutest girl I know. Oh yeah. I'm in love with you, baby. You're the cutest girl I know. Oh yeah. Before I met you, baby, I never had no place to go. Oh no. I used to sit in my window watching all the pretty girls. Oh yeah.
Kitty Leeds here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. There you go, August 1956. That's the Young Lads. The Young Lads, Ronnie Watson on lead, kicked off the Neil record label. Of course, the Monarchs on that label, other groups on that label. The Young Lads there. I'm in Love is the name of the tune. Let us continue here in 19, more in 19. No, actually, a couple more in 19. No, we're not done with 1956, but let's go back to Detroit, Michigan, this time with a request for listener Jack in New Jersey. Now, this group's debut single came out on the Sugar Hill label, which was quickly changed to Drummond Records. I have that Sugar Hill on a 45, by the way, but they changed it to Drummond. I have the Drummond single too. But anyway, here is their second release on the Drummond label, written by the lead singer of the group. His name is Johnny Mayfield, and it mentions on the label that the tenor sax is by Bill Moore. So we go to April of 1956. Let's give a listen to the Five Scalders. The Five Scalders on the Drummond record label. We're going to send it out to Jack in New Jersey. The song is called Willow Blues.
The way that a willow loves to wind, the way that a shepherd tends his sheep, the way that we live every time we meet, all the way that you make my heart skip a beat, oh baby.
Yeah.
Can't compare my love for you. Loves to sing, well, the way that a bluebird loves to spring, the way that I wait for my doorbell to ring, oh, the way that I love all the thrills that you bring, oh, baby.
Yeah.
Can't compare my love for you.
Oh, those willow blues. Oh, those willow blues.
I go home with you.
Oh, willow
The way that her robin loves to sing, all the way that her bluebird loves to spring, the way that I wait for my doorbell to ring, all the way that I love all the thrills that you bring, oh baby.
Yeah.
Can't compare my love for you.
Do-do-do-do-do-do-wop. Do-do-do-do-do-wop. 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 Do-wop. 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 Do-wop.
That's April 1956 release there, the Five Scalders. Five Scalders, their second release on the Drummond record label. Willow Blues is the name of the tune. We'll send that one out to Jack in New Jersey. And Big Dave Swinger mentions it that both the 78 and the 45 have to be played with a 78 needle. It actually sounds so much better on the 78, but I do have the 45, and I do need to use the 78 needle with that 45. We stay in the year 1956. Let's head back to Chicago. We go back to Leonard Allen, this time States record label. This group had 4 excellent releases on the States label. Now, the group included James Campbell, Bernard Dixon, Louis Johnson, Walter Stevenson, and Dallas Taylor. Collectively, they were known as the Dandeliers. This is their 4th and final release for the States record label. It features James Campbell on lead. We go to September of 1956. Let's give a listen to the Dandeliers on the States label. This is a one that I like by them. It's called My Love.
Ooh, bum. Ba 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 ba. Ooh, bum. Ba 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 ba. My love is all I need for eternity. Faithfully I'll always be to my love, to you, my love, my heart. Yes, it's deep in loneliness. Only your kiss can bring it rest. Only you, my love.
Come on home.
My love is all I need when I'm all alone. I'd be happy if she'd come home. All I need is my love.
Sounds of Chicago here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. There you go, September 1956. Dallas Taylor, you hear his voice there too, by the way, but that's James Campbell, the main lead. The Dandeliers, their 4th release on the States record label, My Love is the name of the tune. I think that might, well, that one and May God Be With You are my 2 favorites by this group, the Dandeliers. Let's stay in 1956. We go back to the Bronx, New York with this duo. They had 16 releases between 1956 and 1962 on High Weiss's Old Town record label. You know their biggest hit in 1958. You know I can't play that record on my show because the last time I did, they shut down the video. The song was called We Belong Together, but let's give a listen to their 2nd release on the Old Town record label, a tune they both penned. They are Robert Carr and Johnny Mitchell, recording as Robert and Johnny. This their 2nd release on the Old Town record label, October 1956. Robert and Johnny with $1 Million Bills.
I do. I do.
Baby doll, sugar pie, you got something money can buy. Oh, I love you. Oh, yes, I do. Baby doll, sugar pie. Ooh, I've got millions, all dollar bills, dollar bills can't buy a thing. Oh, I need you. Oh, yes, I do. I need you. I do. Money can buy single thing anymore. I love you, yes I do. Say that you love me too. I've got millions, all dollar bills can't buy a thing. Oh, I need you. Oh, yes, I do. Baby doll, sugar pie. Ooh, baby doll, sugar pie.
That's October 1956 release there for Robert and Johnny. That's Robert Carr and Johnny Mitchell on High Weiss's Old Town record label, $1 Million Bills. It was interesting. When I was younger, I had no money. I was bidding on auctions in Gold Mine or Discoveries magazine. So there was somebody up in the Catskills, and he said he was selling his records. He used to listen to Alan Freed on Wins. I guess it would have to be Wins. And he said all the records that he owned, he heard on the Alan Freed show. So this was on a 45. He had it. He had the Valentines. He had a whole bunch of things. I won them, all for $3 a piece. So, but it was great to get a letter from him saying that he was a teenager back in 1955 and 56 and 57, buying these records, hearing it on the radio, and he missed those times. So, it just resonates with me. It does, and it just filled me, or I should say, not filled me, like charged me to continue to buy these records. I'm just talking out of my head here. But anyway, 3 more 78s to go before we sign off here on the Vinyl Treasures show. Now, the last time I played this song was for the late Jimmy Amato. I miss Jimmy too. He used to come into the chat room, used to send me emails on songs that he liked and records that he found, etc. And we all miss people that used to be here listening to this music here that are no longer with us. But he wanted to hear, I remember this girl group from the Bronx, New York. It's the B-side to a big hit of theirs. Their second release, their second of 12 on George Goldner's N record label. The A-side was called Maybe, which I'm afraid to play here on the program. And that was with Arlene Smith on lead. The flip side features 2 other group members, Jackie Landry and Sonia Goring. And this is actually a cover tune. This was first recorded by Bob Lawrence in October of 1957 for Goldner's Mark X label. And the true first press of this, I've never seen the black, I'm sure it's on the original Black End label. But this is the next press, I guess, the gray label, and then it's also on a white label. But check your publisher on the B-side, as it was changed to Wildcat music, which means that Dick Clark got into the mix there, and they changed it from Figure music, which was Alan Freed, to Wildcat. And what does this say? This says Wildcat, so this came out after Dick Clark started to spin the record. But anyway, I digress. Let's go to December of 1957, the B-side of Maybe by the Chantels on N Records. It's called Come My Little Baby, the Chantels.
Come my little baby, I want you to know, come my little baby, never let me go, come my little baby, I want you to know, I love you so. Come my little baby, hold me tight, hold me little baby, please don't say goodnight, come my little baby, oh won't you hold me tonight, hold me tonight.
B-sides here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. There you go, the Chantels, not with Arlene Smith. That's a Jackie Landry and Sonia Goring. December 57 release. That's the flip side of Maybe on George Goldner's N record label. Come My Little Baby is the name of the tune. Two more 78s to go before we sign off here. One more from the year 1957. It's the 15th release on the Atlantic label for the Drifters. This was their follow-up to Fools Fall in Love, a tune written by actually both sides of this. Well, I should say this tune written by the group's personal guitarist, Jimmy Oliver, who played on just about all the songs that the Drifters recorded. Now, this features Gerhard Thrasher on lead. Let's go to May of 1957 for the Drifters on the Atlantic label. The song is called Drifting Away From You.
I used to be happy and so carefree. My worries were light as could be, but now they've started all over again, because you're drifting away from me, drifting away. I love you, my dear, for it's plain to see your heart is cold and you want to be free. Come back, I need you near. Oh, please don't drift away from me. Let it be. Don't be drift away from me.
Wow, as the copyright police came out on that tune, I avoided them the whole show except for the end here. That is like crazy. But anyway, there you go. May 1957, The Sound of the Drifters. That's Gerhard Thrasher on lead. It's on the Atlantic record label. That's their 15th release, Drifting Away From You. He says me, but it says Drifting Away From You. Yes, Tony, I agree, because they were known as the Drifters. That's going to do it, folks, for Johnny G and the Vinyl Treasure Show for this Thursday afternoon. Thank you for being here, listening to this program. And if you like what you heard, you can email me at vinyltreasures@aol.com. That's also for your requests, so you can send them to me. I apologize for being late. Geez, we're finishing before 5 o'clock, and I was like 15 minutes late, too. So, Tony Barcia, you're lucky you heard the last few 78s here live. But I'll be back on Saturday night beginning at 9 p.m. Eastern Time, 9 till midnight, with all your requests on the Saturday night show, so stay tuned for that. I don't expect this show to be blocked, but you never know. If it is, you can go to vinyltreasures.net to hear the show, but there's no visual, and I know a lot of my listeners are spoiled with that visual, but thank you all for being here, and hope you enjoyed the show, and please give me a thumbs up, and if you have not yet subscribed, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. We're going to close the show tonight when Dwayne Eddy and the Revels were out in California performing at one of the programs. They were on tour in California. On few of the shows that they were at, Carl White and the Sharps were performing with them. So they ended up talking and whatnot, and he said he was going to be doing some recording out there in California, and I think the Sharps, I forget what the song is that they're singing in the background, but he introduced them to Lee Hazelwood and also Lester Sill. They were working with Jamie Records in Philadelphia at the time, and I guess, Jamie had like offices out on the West Coast and also on the East Coast, and they ended up recording 3 records for the Jamie record label, and this was their second release, second of 3, and the tune written by Lee Hazelwood. Although I was thinking about this, I said, is this the song that Richard Berry did? I don't know, because I didn't compare them, but maybe, so I just kind of like, it's just, I can't place it. Maybe it is, but it's from our closers from July 58. This is on Jamie Records. These are the Sharps with a song called Have Love Will Travel, but Lee Hazelwood gets the writer credit on this. So that's going to do it for the Thursday afternoon show. Thank you all for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed the tunes. We started back in 1945. We're ending in 1958, just 13 years there. All the music that was out there at the time. That's going to do it. I'll see you next time here in 2 weeks for the 78 show. So enjoy the rest of your day and the rest of your week. I'll see you next time right here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. Just want to say, everybody, so long, the Sharps.